Biggest shock I had was with my neighbors because till date I am not able to communicate with them. People like the more privacy. I studied space engineer.
Space engineer sounds
Sounds
incredible.
interesting.
Make up your mind, which is the exact company, what is the exact role you want to have. Ask the company, why didn't you hire me? Never gave myself an option. It's like when you given yourself an option, should I do it or not? You're stuck. Dignity of labor find in Germany. No matter what job you do, you're going to
Yes.
get paid the minimum. I think learning a language makes a huge difference. Having a standard makes you more comfortable, more confident when you know a language. But I made friends with the old people, old German, because
Yeah.
they love to talk so much.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is sit and listen to them.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Student Circle podcast powered by StudiFlats. I'm Ashwati and I'm joined with my co-host.
Hi guys, this is Sandra here from StudiFlats.
As you guys know, this is a place where we talk about some real stories happening in Berlin. And today I'm joined with the amazing guest, Mr. Mukul. Hi, thank you for coming here.
Thank you for inviting me.
How are you guys today?
I'm good, thank you. And you guys?
Great. How are you, Sandy?
Yes, I'm doing great.
Okay, so let's start into the business. Can we know a little introduction of you?
My name is Mukul, and I'm from India, Bangalore. And it's been around 4 years. I'm here in Berlin. I studied space engineer in India, and now here I did my MBA around 2 years back.
Space engineer sounds incredible.
interesting.
So let's start from the basic. How is Berlin for you now?
Berlin is an amazing place. In the beginning, it was a little difficult because as I stayed in this Indian culture with Indian family, so everything was done. And after you come here, it's like you're your own parents, your own family, so you have to take care of everything. But in the long run, this place eventually teaches you to love yourself.
Yes, I do agree on that. And the cultural shock, you want to ask about
Yeah,
that?
actually, we were wondering, was there something which was very hard for you to adapt when you came here from India? Like a cultural shock or something you couldn't adapt to very easily?
The biggest shock I had was with my neighbors because till date I am not able to communicate with them because in India, like the whole architecture is community based where you walk on the street, you can literally encounter around 10 to 15 people and talk to them. But here it's very difficult to interact with your neighbors, and that's one of the cultural shock I see here.
No, I'm so sorry for interrupting. So, you do know how to speak in German, right?
Yes,
So,
definitely.
even after knowing German, is it hard to talk to them?
Talking to them is not the thing I'm talking about here. It's about people like the more privacy.
Oh, I
So-
guess, Sandy,
Yes.
comparative to India,
Yeah.
we were very chill back then. If you
Yeah.
want some green chilies, go ask your neighbor. But here, I guess it's...
I think they need their own space,
They
right?
need their own space.
Yes.
yeah.
Exactly.
And we need to respect that, guys. So following with, you did mention that you studied space engineering. That's incredible. I mean, you could say something, how is it was a passionate thing or it was a random decision?
Well, I wanted to travel, so either I had an option to be a pilot or study something regarding aeroplanes or go to the Navy. So I choose this subject.
Yeah, passionate about it.
So were you like into this since you were a kid, or was it like a sudden interest that you had?
No, the interest always fluctuated as teenager, and I came to this point where I wanted to travel a lot, and that's where I ended up coming to this options.
Yeah.
Sounds nice.
Yes. So moving back, as you said, it has been 3 or 4 years you're in Berlin. When you landed up in here, it should have been a lot more harder because you said you were all alone. What were the difficulties other than language? Did you have friends, and how was it for you back then?
It was like a dream for me for the first few months that I couldn't believe that I'm
Yeah.
in Berlin. And and then eventually you find your comfortness here.
Yeah,
So-
because I guess when we came, it was like a real and,
Yeah, exactly. So you mentioned that it was like a dream for you. So Europe was always your ideal place for future?
Well, yes, it was one of my dream, which was a success because I was aware that the population in Germany is very less compared to the place where I come from, India. So whenever I wanted to apply for jobs, my competition is with less number of people. So I was more confident that I will end up with a good job here.
So when you came, the competition was less, like at that time?
Not really. You need to work hard for sure to get a job. It took me around 8 months of hard work to land a job where I am. I applied for jobs on a daily basis for 8 hours, around 40 to 50 applications, and
Yeah,
then
and
I ended up having a nice job.
yes, and as we are talking about that, as our much more of viewers are students, they have a question like, because you apply 10 and 20 and you get back as unfortunately we can't select you. How to cope up with situation,
The first thing I can be like, make up your mind, which is the exact company, what is the exact role you want to have. And second thing, apply for the job, make a list in an Excel that you applied for this company and this, and make a option like feedback. Ask the company, why didn't you hire me?
Oh, can we
Yeah.
ask that to them?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's a new information.
Yes,
I
guys,
guess.
do
Yeah.
concentrate.
And
Yes.
you need to show the company that you're interested in this particular company, because for one job application there are around one job designation there are around 300-400 application. So the other thing, also always set your timer to morning 9 a.m. whenever the HR opens the laptop in the morning, your application will be in the top.
So,
Yeah.
what time would you suggest is the best time to apply in a day? Like you said, at morning.
Yeah, you can apply anytime, but set a timer that the mail goes in the morning 9.
Morning 9.
Yeah.
Yeah,
morning
and that was an interesting
That's
line.
9,
Like,
9:30. Yeah.
This is something new that we came across
yes,
actually.
like we could reply back to the company like, why didn't you give me the job or
No,
something?
ask in a diplomatic way.
Yes, yes, of course.
And
Yeah.
always ask for feedback. How can I improve myself? What was the reason I got rejected? So that you know. And the best part is, I think not many of them are aware of this. Always go to exhibitions, looking for job, because
Like job fairs.
not really, but there are other exhibitions also, like IFA, ELA, and like I'm talking particularly in Berlin. But apart from that, there are a lot of exhibitions where you can dress nicely, and you can, because company also want to like to have a physical appearance of you.
Yes, grooming
Yeah,
part
that's
is
actually-
very
Yeah.
serious.
So the first impression, you can make a really nice first impression via physical meet with the company.
So if you don't mind, we would like to know, how did you cope exactly? Like Miss Ashwati already asked this question, but I just want you to say a 2-word sentence or something to the audience, because majority of them are students.
Yes.
That how can they stay motivated, because they have to self motivate themselves anyways. But is there any way that you chose to stay motivated at that time?
Yeah, because I never gave myself an option. It's like when you give yourself an option, should I do it or not? You're stuck.
Yeah.
So you don't give yourself an option. And second thing is, you divide your day into three parts.
Okay.
For 8 hours. So 8 hours you concentrate on taking a shower, education, working out, and next 8 hours you work on with work life, because there is something called as dignity of labor, which you find in Germany. No matter what job you do, you're going to pay you're going to get
Yes.
paid the minimum loan. So even if you're not working at this particular time, you're sitting home. Your thought should be like, if I be outside, I'm going to get paid
Yeah.
for that 1 hour. How am I sitting in my home and making use of this 1 hour? So what interesting are you doing? You didn't fly
Sounds
all the
good.
way from your homeland to here to just enjoy. You
I
came to
guess-
make a difference, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So-
So I guess you're saying that it is very important to see yourself in the mirror always, that what you're doing, and push yourself, keep pushing and keep believing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because rejections can make everyone be like, chalo, pack up and get back to
No,
India.
no. Like I have one dialogue which I use: when one door closes, 100 doors open.
Yes, we all believe in that, right,
Yes.
Santi? Yes, and as you said, why do you think nowadays there are much rejections happening in companies? Because if you compare in India, the rejections happening much are in here. Why do you think that?
Because for Germany is a very beautiful country.
Yes.
And there are a lot of application which is not only coming from Germany, it's coming outside Germany also. So there are a lot of applications, like around, I think 40% of the applications are not, people are not serious about it.
Yes.
And there are around a lot of application, like 400, 500. So an HR has around maximum 1.5 minute to screen out your application. So
Oh, yes.
sorry.
So I assume they also use many softwares nowadays to filter out the CVs and everything. Do you have any idea about
Well,
it?
I'm not in the HR department to
Yeah.
give you a.
No. I was just asking because you're
How
already
was your
working.
resume, right, Sandy?
Yeah.
What did you all mention in that?
I made it clear that what was the flow of my work. And I use Stepstones. Stepstones have a really nice page where you can make your own application,
Yes.
a CV, and then it helps you to find a job according to this. And the layout is with German standards, so I went with Stepstones.
Yeah, and on the resume thing, we do have a question. So there are many things going, like you need the CV in German to get selected. So do you think it should be in English or German?
Depends upon the job you're applying. You have to do a background check, and mandatory is you need to have a photo on the left corner and your signature on the right corner of down below in the CV.
Okay.
So that's
That's
very
new.
important.
Yes, guys,
Yeah.
concentrate. Photo on the left and signature on the right.
Right below
Yes.
at the end of the
Sounds
CV.
interesting.
Now, there's a frequent question that is, when you move to another country, you're supposed to know their local language. And here, German plays a big part. What do you think? Learning the language is very important, or you could survive without that?
Well, if you want to survive all your life, then you have your answer. But so I would always suggest to learn language. And talking about the language, I think it's a taboo that people think that German is very difficult. But coming from an Indian background, you can take the grammar from Sanskrit. It's almost similar in a lot of ways, and vocab from English. And you have to learn around 700, 800 words, the main words, and then you go out and you at least understand what is the conversation happening about.
Yes.
Sounds inspiring, actually.
Yes, and always language comes with communicating.
So you studied, like, learned German before you came?
No, I studied here every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Every day
can
for
we know what
10
you did? How did you learn it?
I woke up every day in the morning. I have for three hours, 9 to 12:30. For 10 months, I went every day. I didn't even miss one class. So that's how I picked up my German.
Sounds nice.
Yes, language is always
You were
important.
constant, I assume.
I was
right?
constant, and I always tried making friends out of my culture, the place where I come from. For example,
Yes.
I come from India, and I made friends from all the culture, mostly German. And it's a funny thing what I'm gonna say now, but I made friends with the old people, old German, because
Yeah.
they love to talk so much,
Yeah.
and all you have to do is sit and listen to them.
And I guess communication also gets better. You could
Yeah,
learn. Yes,
yeah.
you could pick up the words
Yes.
from them.
And learning language is more of a subconscious thing. So you can turn on the radio or a podcast in German and go to sleep, and in the night the brain picks up the words, and the next time you encounter this word, it'll be easy for you to tell it.
Yeah, that's a cool
Wow,
thing.
that's also something new.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I guess, Mr. Mukul, if you're going to talk about some serious situation which is happening right now, is a student before coming in Berlin, everyone's expectations are, yeah, it's going to be easy, even though the agencies wouldn't address them what the real problem is in here. Like, you need to learn language, part-time jobs are tough. Once a student arrives in Berlin with a block account, what should he or she do exactly?
Well, I already explained you the dignity of labor part, where you can have a job. As a student, you have 80 hours of time you can work per month. So please make use of it and keep your block account safe, so that you can return it to your parents or the bank
save
people
the
you took the
money,
loan
yeah.
with. Yeah.
Yes.
So-
Because I'm one of the person where I enjoyed my blog account phase, and after that I came to know that you need to save that money. So we always try to tell the other students who are coming, save your block account.
So I guess many students who are watching it
Yes.
might think that block is like for using. So you're saying that once you're here, you should start looking for the job, not wait for the block to get over.
No, before you come here, you can start looking for a job. So that as soon as you come here, you start with your education, your job, and when you have some time, you can start with your German.
Sounds like he had a plan. I
Yes.
assume you had a plan and then you worked for it.
No, I never had a plan. I never looked for a job before I was in India, only after I came here. But today I wish I could meet somebody like me 3-4 years back who could help me with a lot of things.
Yes, we all do that. Yes.
yeah.
So when you look yourself now, you're in a happy place. And when you compare 3 or 4 years before when you came, so what do you think you could have done or you could have changed in your life journey to make it much more better?
Well, I worked hard a lot and I don't see a point where I could make it better.
Yeah.
I tried to make it better every
So you
point
have
of my
no
life.
regrets.
I have
You're-
no regrets, no.
Oh, that's
Amazing,
amazing,
yeah.
because, life without regrets are
That's
amazing.
so peaceful, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
So, do you have any other aim now? Because you have achieved a lot right now when we compare you to the state when you reached here in
Yes.
Berlin. So, are you going to stay in Berlin? Do you want to pursue here, or you have any bigger plans?
the best thing I like about Germany is really quiet. Even the dogs here are so quiet.
And very friendly.
very
Very
friendly.
friendly.
I mean, so, and you have double layer glass in your homes. It's mandatory. So even if any vehicle is moving outside, you don't hear it. So that's one of the major things. I am a person who like quietness, and this is a perfect place for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to
Sounds
stay here
good.
for a longer time. I don't know how
But
long.
this is what
but
you wish
for
for
now.
now.
Yes, this is my.
Great. With that, let's take a break. Hi guys, welcome back again to Student Circle podcast powered by StudiFlats. So, Mr. Mukul, we were talking about the part-time jobs, and because anyone who's coming to the Berlin, when I came for the first time, I had no clue what to do, and I was embarrassed to go and ask jobs. Because it's something different in India, you could relate. Because when we come to a new country, and I was too embarrassed to go get a job, so I started applying for a full-time jobs, and I didn't get that. So, what do you suggest for students who are coming? Have to find a part-time job very easily.
Well, looking for a part-time job is very easy. It depends upon what field you want to work in. When it comes to summer, you can find a job anywhere in restaurants, because summer people are out. There is a lot of flow of cash.
Yes.
So summer is very easy for you to find a job. But when you're applying, make sure your CV is in German standard.
For the part-time jobs too.
For the part-time job too, yes,
Okay.
definitely. And also make sure if the other company is a German company or an English company, so your CV is according to that. And I would actually suggest for people to go have cold calling. Cold calling is something you dress up nice, make free printout of your CV, and get out.
Oh,
Get
like
out
a
and meet
walk-in
people.
interview?
Yeah, walk in and talk to people, and you're looking for a job. I'm pretty sure you'll end up having any kind of part-time job.
Yes, and that's a major thing right now students are
Yeah.
facing, right, Sandy? Because
I guess that's something that students are already doing nowadays. Can I just know, like, what did you do when you were looking for part-time jobs at that time?
Well, when you say students, you maybe when you do cold calling, you go in group, you go with your friend to ask for job. But what is the main thing is you go alone. You represent yourself alone. Nobody else talk for you. So go alone, go out. For me, for example, as a student, as I couldn't have a good job, like a corporate job for part-time, I ended up having jobs in restaurants. I literally work in all the hotels in Berlin. There was a company called Bull, and they sent me every day to different hotels for service. So how I found all these jobs, I also work for Deutsche Bahn. It is Start und Fahrt mit dem Bus. It is hop on, hop off tourist buses. I used to sell ticket for this. So all of these jobs, I went physically. I met somebody, and I talked to them, and I made sure that all my timings were filled with job because I couldn't stay idle because that was the adrenaline rush what I wanted to have. I wanted to work on a daily basis. So I physically appeared in front of people asking for jobs.
So this is something that students should make a
Yeah.
note of, that they should go physically and
Yes.
apply. That might work, better things for them.
And also, could you recommend some of the work sites where you can get job, or at least they will respond you, because there are many they won't even respond us.
And there is, for odd jobs like restaurants, cafes, hotels, there's this page called Hoga page, HOGA, Hoga page. And I mean, there the rate is good. You get a lot of interviews with people.
Yeah.
So that is a really nice page for students.
And for jobs, as you already mentioned, for the job fairs and exhibitions where the company directly comes and, you could send your CV directly to the company portal. And what do you think? There are chances to get job in that? Because there are many job fairs happening randomly, frequently.
I'm not talking about job fairs in particularly. I'm talking about exhibition where a company represents itself,
Okay.
showing what is the new product it has bought out. Because in an exhibition, just for the Wi-Fi, it costs around 10,000 euros for in approx for 1 week for one stall. So imagine the amount of money a company spends to represent itself in an exhibition. So that means that particular company has money to expand and hire. So that's how you know that you can go to exhibition and get a job.
Yeah. And also something about the universities which are surprising, because back in India, for us, private and public universities are different. But in here, the entire concept is different. Private, public, and in some public universities, you need German, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
in some, they don't. And
Yeah.
what do you think? What are the main general differentiation between these two?
The general differentiation is you have to go to a lot of paperwork when you want to get into a private university. You
Yeah.
have to clear the lot of exams like English exams and
Yes.
a German language exam. And there are a lot of criteria. When you need an easy path to come to a beautiful land like Germany, then people choose private university because the paperwork there is very easy.
Yeah.
It's not a hassle. But and the second difference is the language. When you don't know the language German, at least B2 or at least something like that, you end up going to the private one. But when you know the language, when you already started in Goethe Institute, then you can start applying for the public university.
So you studied in public or private?
No, I studied in private. Yeah.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, yes, eventually at the end, it's talent and language what you need to survive in here, right?
Yeah, and confidence, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
It
that's-
comes in a package, I guess. Yes. And moving on to, you said language and you learned in, in your own self way. But for some people, it is difficult. So is there a quick way to learn languages, like learn few words or,
Yes, there is a series on YouTube called Extra of Deutsch. It's a series made in such a way for the teenagers or adult to learn German itself. So
Yes.
every 20 minutes they have a pause and they recall what all things happened. So what I did was, this is the best snack I could give you guys. All you need to do is, there are 10 episodes and every episode it's increasing in level of the
Yes.
German standard. So all you need to do is start the series, pause every line of the subtitle, write it down once in German and once in English, and circle down the words which you are not aware or which is new to you, and write it down 3 to 4 times. So I'm pretty sure once you finished all the 10 episodes, you finished B2. So you can sit
Yeah. Wow.
8 hours today and you can do all the 10 episodes. You can write all the subtitles, write it down bit by bit and understand it. not just you're
Yeah.
writing it out. And
Sounds really interesting.
And talking about the series, I guess there's
Yeah.
also this cartoon thing where a duck comes and it would be singing, "Woo, woo is my mama." I guess that is much easier for us because it's also interesting. And once you know the basic, everyone should do what Mr. Mukul said.
yeah, once you know a few basic words, you can also watch cartoons like
Yeah.
Doraemon, Shinchan,
Yes.
or any cartoon which you have been watching as kids, because they use they use babysitting German in that. So it'll be easy for you to pick up the words.
And something you like to say for the upcoming students who are coming other than part-time job and save money, what would be the package thing? Would you tell them, like a checklist or something?
Always dress good, have a good hair, smell good, because Indians, this is only for the Indian audience,
Yes.
because we are known to smell not so great because we cook some nice curry in our home.
Yeah.
And always be confident. Like, for example, on the street, when an African or a black person walking by, he sees another black person, they at least nod and say hello to each other, But when an Indian walks, he has no confidence, he's looking down. Keep your chin up and look straight. Greet people, say hello to people wherever you are, so that it builds a confidence. You don't need to wait so that the person comes and sit next to you. As soon as you see a person, smile.
Yes.
But in that, I have a question because we are also students, and there is a taboo going on that Germans are not that friendly. So you
Yeah.
said that we should speak to them when you're seeing random people. We should nod at them. But I have personally heard that many people try to do that, and then they don't get a good response, so they don't prefer to do so. So, do you have anything to say regarding this?
I mean, we Indians are already really good with body language. We know body language and ethics.
Yes.
So I don't want you to have a communication with them. I want you to just have a good environment for you. Have a smile. Smile to that person. If that person doesn't smile back, fine. But you did your part and you're like, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds good.
And yes, Germans are typically rude. Maybe
Yeah.
I guess their body language is something different, and
I-
we misunderstand it by
No,
saying
actually,
it's
I
rude.
feel so because recently I met someone in my university.
Yeah.
He is like half German and half some other nationality.
Mm-hmm.
So his mother was there with him. And I thought, because she was just standing there, her posture was very, normal. So I thought maybe she's rude. But once I went towards him and started talking, she was smiling and she was talking. Maybe it's kind of a misunderstanding as well. So what you
Yeah.
said, we can adapt to that maybe.
No, Germans are actually nice people. They only take time to open up. Once they have opened up, they are really nice. Trust me with this. Only it's just that they take some time.
And for this, language is important, I guess, to bond with them.
Definitely, even if you speak broken German, they be like, at least you're trying. So they help you. So that's how I picked up with my German. I finished my classes, yes, for sure. I had a nice foundation. But on a daily basis, I could build it up only with speaking German, with Germans.
Now
So,
that's something positive.
Yeah.
yeah, so I don't think Germans are not friendly, and so they are like that. They are nice people. They just take some time to know you and
Open up.
open
Yeah.
up.
I guess, yeah, maybe there's also this thing, if someone talks to us in our language, we are happy, right? So same with them also. If we speak in German, they are happy. In English, they may, okay, chalo. Okay.
Maybe.
And following with that, I forgot to ask you a question about the accommodation. Because if you have a happy home, then happy life. So when you moved here first, how did you find accommodations?
I found StudiFlats,
Yeah.
and that was one of the best thing happened to me because they gave me a structure of a community where I never felt lonely.
Yes.
I was always around people with different cultures. Who helped me a lot with a lot of things. So It's having a community-based apartment like
Yes.
StudiFlat. It was an amazing option. what
Yes,
I had.
and I guess from the last 3 years, we have improvised. We are giving a good package for students who are coming, starting with the home, language, and the main process, Job Connect. And Sandy, would you like to talk a few about that?
Oh, yes. We have actually started a community club in which we are offering affordable German classes to students, especially our tenants, but even some of their friends have joined
Yes.
us. And also, we are helping them with visa consultation because some people they don't know about it. And if they are our tenants, we are also helping them with Anmeldung, whatever is required when they
Yes.
newly come to Germany. Because when I came as a student, I struggled a lot because I didn't have any relatives or friends. So we are helping now tenants and everyone who's a part of community club with all these things. Also, we started the Job Connect recently, in which we are helping our tenants to get a job. Like we are basically directing them, guiding them, and helping them to get a part-time job or a full-time, depending on their qualification and requirement.
Yes, and that is why I always keep saying, guys, if you need a comfortable life in Berlin, choose StudiFlats. Following up with the questions, Mr. Mukul. So you come up from a incredible study life. That is, you chose aerospace engineering, and which are related to flights, and it's a beautiful thing. So what do you like to say for students who are coming for that job? Because in Berlin, we have no idea, no clue what to say on that.
So right now my job is I build simulators for airplane, and I work really hard for it. I almost have around 18 semesters. Like after my 10th, I did diploma in mechanical engineering, and then my bachelor's in space, and then now my master's in MBA. But there was a lot of theory what I had studied, but at last what I came across was the skills, which is very important.
Yeah.
So if you're good in any kind of skill, you will get hired here. So make sure you are really focused on your skill. Like you have to ask this question yourself every day when you wake up. What is the one thing which I love to do, with which I can make money?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's very important because you can end up having any kind of job when you work hard. But on a long run, will you be happy?
Yes.
Is the question.
That's the question.
Yeah, because nowadays, if someone get a part-time job with a decent amount of money, they'll settle in there. But I guess, as you said, we need to have plans. We didn't come here for a part-time job. We need for a full-time job. And I guess students, you need to clarify this in your head, right, Sandy?
Yeah, they should keep trying even after getting a part time, keep trying to get something related to your qualification and
Yeah.
experience background, I guess.
Yeah, and always treat yourself as a guest where you don't feel that this is a job for you.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Always treat yourself as a guest, And second, really nice motivation is I think my job is my therapy and I get paid for my therapy.
Ooh, now
So,
that's also really
That's
good. Yeah.
really good.
so there are a few things which I think I don't want to say.
I
anything.
guess you
Okay.
have so much to tell to the
Yes.
students in a positive note. And we're really happy that we're having this conversation because
Yes.
you're even introducing us to new things that we didn't know actually.
Yeah. And I guess the students can also, catch up these and
Exactly.
come prepared before coming. And on that note on preparation, winter is going to start, which I love. What do you like to say for students who are coming for winter break? Because there is this question going, Mr. Mukul, like, should we buy a jacket from a branded shop like a North Face or a Primark thing is okay? What do you think?
Well, before jackets, I want to talk about the supplements because as an
Yes.
Indian, you see sun, you feel the sunlight on a daily basis, so you don't know the value of it. But once you come here to a place where it's cold, you're hardly going to see sun and the day. So prepare yourself with really nice food. Learn how to cook.
Yeah. Do you know how to cook?
I never learned it before, but I
Oh.
want to say you guys that please learn
Yeah.
at least the basic because
So what did you do for food?
I worked in all the restaurants. I also
Oh, yes, yes.
I really like Sarvana Bhavan.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh my
Ended up-
God.
ended
the
up
filter
having a-
coffee.
Yeah, so I ended up having a job there also.
Ah,
So-
that's nice.
It's That's nice.
Yeah.
So in the first beginning days, I worked a lot. I worked in restaurants and hotels, so I ended up having my meal there.
So learn cooking also, guys.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I mean
and
basic
Yeah.
is very important to take care of yourself so that you don't sleep hungry and your next days are bad. And of course, jackets are very important. So guys, please go to Decathlon and buy some nice quality winter jacket, which goes for -10 or -20 also.
Yeah. And these supplements are available on DM and Roseman shops.
Yeah, I mean, you can Google, you can find some supplements, or you can have a nice diet.
Yeah.
I guess many people bring so many things from India. So do you think they should bring it or they can get it from here as well?
Well, it's all upon did you start earning? If you start earning, you can buy everything in the Indian store here. But if you want this love to come from home, then definitely I think that's also a nice option that your mom sends something every 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm still stuck with the spices because it's different in here. You know, the homemade spices are much better.
It is. I think it's very expensive when compared
Yeah.
to the price in back in India. But sometimes they do give student discounts also nowadays in Indian stores. Not every Indian store, but some. So that's also good.
Yeah,
I
and
guess.
there are many places for student discounts also, which we came to know recently. Like,
I'm not aware of any of such
yeah, we
discounts.
are.
Did you
Guys,
get
there are
any?
student discounts, right, Sandy, in clothing store, food stores, and some restaurants. So also mark it on your checklist.
Well, I have heard that there are student discounts in museum, in zoos,
Oh,
and
yes.
gardens. So I took advantage of that in my student life for sure. But regarding food, I never came
Yeah.
across something
Yeah.
like that.
So can we also know what's your favorite place in Berlin?
Well, I really like to swim. So there's this place called Schlachtansee.
Yeah.
It's in the southern part of Berlin, and I usually go there and spend my time.
And what would you suggest for the students? You know, visit this place. It would be amazing or something.
Well, there's this place in Alexanderplatz called Parkin. It's a hotel with 40th floor panoramic view.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and also Shah Rukh Khan
Yes.
did the shooting of Dawn 2 movie there.
Yes, because we also have a YouTube video, Indians Exploring Berlin, in which we showed this. And there's also signed autographs or something of Shah Rukh Khan while we are walking upstairs.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
very fun. So, guys, do visit that. And following with the winter question, as you said, supplements and all, the hospital scenario is different in here. Because when I came, I was used to Indian hospitals. Like, if you have anything, just come to the hospital. But here, the scenario is different.
Well, for the first 1.5 year, I never used my
Insurance card?
Krankenversicherung. It's an insurance card, yeah.
Yeah.
But then I also realized that there's a big problem. But what I can suggest you is, as soon as you come, you go to any clinic and make a house arzt. So
what is that?
she is the lady. It can be she or a he, the doctor. She becomes your personal doctor. So if you have any problem, you can write the person, you can call the person.
Yeah.
It's called house arzt.
House
So,
arts.
yeah.
And you can do that if you have insurance card, right?
Yeah, only if you have an insurance card. So there are a lot of clinic where you can also have a walk-in when there is an emergency. Just have a walk-in and be like, I have an emergency. I need to see a doctor immediately, and they will cope up with it. But when you end up going in this public hospitals, then you have to wait. You have to do a lot of paperwork. For a small injury, you have to wait for 6-7 hours, going throughout the process. So it's better. The first thing what you do is come here and get a house arzt.
Note it down, guys. And you did mention about the blue card thing. And Sandra was curious about that, right, Sandy?
Oh, yes. I was wondering, how did you get the blue card? And was it easy to get it?
Nothing is easy. And with the blue card, it was particularly not easy because you need to have a permanent employment minimum of 6 months before you get approved for your blue card. So make sure in the period after your education and in the period of job seeking visa, you have a permanent employment. at any company, then only you're going to get a blue card, because I think the probability around 60 to 70% get filtered out and go back home in this period. So make sure you're working on getting a permanent job in any company.
Oh, the point that where you said that 60 to 70 people, like percentage,
Mm-hmm.
they go back, like that's really
Sad.
shocking and sad. But do you think majority of the people who are coming as students, they can try their best and survive here?
Yes, you can. Only you need someone to guide you in the right way. Make friends with Germans so that you know what the culture is. Because what happens here is students come, they live their life, they enjoy because they be like, we have freedom, and they enjoy a lot and spend all the block account money. And when the time comes to earn, they know the hard part then. It's after a long time. So what I suggest is, as soon as a student come, let them work hard, so that when after 2 years, when it comes to get a full-time job, it'll be easy, be an easy process for them.
So, did your life change like when you didn't have a blue card and when you got it? Was there a big change to your life
Yeah.
or?
Well, yes, I was confident to say that I'm in blue card because most of my friends are back home in India, and very few of them got a blue card. So it's a life-changing thing for sure. Yeah.
And in the entire journey, have you ever felt like, oh no, this is not going to happen? It's better if I go back.
I never gave myself an option. I always thought when I
Yeah.
go back, I'm going to ruin my life. So I never ever gave myself an option that going back is an option.
So you have always kept this thing in your mind that you have to stay and you have to make a way out.
Yeah, I never gave myself an option. My only option, my only motto was in one direction, to be here.
So,
Sounds really
working hard for these many years, there would be some time where you would have missed fun happening because you have to go to work, you miss some things. So, do you regret that?
Oh yeah, and in the last 4 years, this is my first summer, which I'm actually enjoying.
Oh,
Because
okay.
whenever there was a nice weather in a restaurant, the boss, the owner of the restaurant would call me to work there. So I never went to Love Parade. I never been to any kind of parade. Or the 1st May is known as Labor's Day, and it's the first time in my life here I could enjoy it this summer. So I've been working hard so much. I do not regret because I have stood up in a nice position now in my life. But I can still enjoy. But the friends which I could make at this point of time, I miss this part. Yeah.
Yeah.
you have been mentioning friends for a lot time now. So, were your emotional support?
No,
No.
because it's Berlin and people are busy in their own life to make their own career. So everybody were busy with their own thing.
So, Mr. Mukul, in the entire journey, who was your inspiration?
It was my uncle who inspired me in every part of my life. So I give he's my role model. Yeah.
Yeah, and when you look back, now you're in a very happy place, and you started working hard, and now you're at least somewhere in a happy place. There are much of plans for you. I know you feel proud. And what would one suggestion or tip you would give a student? Like, do this, and you would never end up being
I
like, learn language or believe in yourself, or no matter what much fun happens, always have a goal in the mind. That is what we are practicing it, right, Sandy?
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, all I wanna say is love yourself and take care of yourself with health. Health is very important because winters you might get sick.
Yes.
So be prepared for everything. Like have a future plan that this is how you want to be. Not just future plan for months. Have a future plan for every moment in your life. For example, you wake up. As soon as you wake up, you're in your bed and you think in your mind, okay, this is the dress I'm going to wear. So when you wake up, you don't need to think
Yes.
what I'm going to do. You wake up, you take a shower, you automatically, subconsciously take it out, you wear it, you get out. So think what you're gonna do before you do it.
Yeah,
Sounds interesting.
that's a very good motivation for us as well as for the students. So guys, it's as simple as science, like learn language. And also if you're living with StudiFlat, then it's much easier, right,
Yeah.
Sandy? We'll giving you a package. And if you're not, I guess Mr. Mukul words is inspiring for you guys. And always do this. One thing what he said is believe in yourself, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it was lovely having you here, and we got to learn much more about the CVs and resumes as well as the students. And hopefully, in the next years, we would be having you again and with much information.
Thank you so much.
And guys, I hope this was a lovely video. And if you loved this, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And see you on the next video. Bye bye.